I wish. I wish that's the case of myself as well. But this is a big flag that I'm trying to raise every time. Now, try. I didn't say that I do, but I try. Because most of the time, especially for us guys, when we go back home and we have this feeling that we kill 1,500 lions, we don't want to kill any more lions. And then you got home and your spouse come and start talking about her day and the problems. And your brain goes, oh my God, another problem. Here I go again. Let me kill this lion. She doesn't want you to do that. She just wants you to listen. And as far as you try to kill the lion, what you got is the Third World War at home. Fantastic. You don't have a home anymore, you have a prison. Because one stay in one room, the other one stay in the living room, and vice versa. You don't eat together, you don't talk. And if you have two beds, probably going to sleep one in each bed, just because of that. Just because you didn't listen, you didn't understand what was there. She wants you to listen, not to give the solution. But we operate on problem solution way. So let's recognize that that's not just us that exists. It's not our needs. When you talk about with somebody else, it's their needs. So let them talk. Don't wait for to start talking. And it's hard for us. I assume that it's hard for us. I have a problem with TV. It's major. If my wife come and talk to me and the TV is on and I'm, liking what I'm seeing, I have to turn it down. I had to turn it off. Otherwise, there will be no way for me to start listening to her and don't pay attention to the TV all of a sudden, and there you go. I'm lost. I don't even know what was the last word or what was the question. You go, uh-huh. And when you go, uh-huh, she knows pretty much that, yeah, you're not listening anymore. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's really bad for us. Not bad for them. It's bad for us because really we didn't have any power of concentration. We didn't give any thoughts. We didn't give any meaning to that. So let's try. We have in us, because of our lower degree of evolution, the tendency to judge others harshly for their mistakes, whereas in relation to our mistakes, we are full of indulgence. It's not my fault. It's just because she talked to me like that, and now I don't pay attention. It's not my fault. It's my mother-in-law. She comes every day at home. I cannot stand that. It's not my fault. It's never our fault. It's always somebody else's fault. Well, sometimes we have to wake up and see that, yeah, that is our fault. First fault, because we always make some excuses for everything that happened to us. So this is the first fault. Score number 1. And thank God this is not baseball, because score number 3, you're out. So we have more time and we have more chances to make it right. Where is the charity and forgiveness? One way to clearly avoid sensation, thoughts, impulses, or memories come to our conscience is called transfer or projection. It's not my fault, it's her fault, it's his fault, it's somebody else's fault. This is psychology. We transfer our guilt to somebody else. And normally because we don't like to think too much. And if somebody talk to you and give you this kind of great tip, you're going to follow, and if it doesn't work, it's not your fault. It's that person that gives you the tip fault. Well, it's your fault. You chose to follow that. Nobody asked you to do that. Nobody put the gun in your back and say, follow that direction. You follow because you are insecure. You follow because you want something or somebody to blame for your fault or for your failure in case it happened. By project our actions and emotions in order as if they do not belong to us and refuse accepting things on us as they really are, we create a psychological attachment, an ego trap. We are attached to what we are not. We are attached to our avatars. You want a quick example? Look at our child. The new ones, I'm saying. They create avatars on the internet with some physical abilities and psychological capabilities, and they are so cool, but they are not them. And when they need to face reality, they can't. And that's why sometimes they are in the same room and they are texting to each other. I understand unlimited text, but this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You are in the same room. Talk to each other. Why are you texting? To exercise the muscles of your fingers? Yeah, carpal tunnel. Go search for that. It's amazing, but that's how you hide behind something that you create, that you feel, or you think that is better than yourself. Refusal, denial to accept things as they are. The facts and circumstances are replaced so that distort or conceal the reality. And displacement, those are two movements that we use a lot. Psychological defense mechanism whereby the person replaces the purpose of a boost with a different and less social distress. Disastrous. Okay. Refusal is like, that cannot happen to me. Why me? I'm so nice. I'm so kind. Why did that's happening to me? That's maybe my bad karma. And of course, karma only appears when it's negative. But if karma is the law of cause and effect, it can be good and it can be bad. Who decides? Our actions. Don't we know what is a good doing and what is a bad doing? Deep inside? And you want to have a great outcome out of a wrongdoing? Not in this world. And fortunately, not unfortunately, not in this world. You do, you face the consequences. You do good, same deal. Same way. The lies that cause more damage and prevent us from spiritual growth are not so much the ones that we verbalize, but the ones that we unconsciously told to ourselves, those we project. What are they talking here? What are the lies that we project? What are the lies that we tell ourselves? Mostly are the lies to cover some aspects of our personality that we don't want to face. Have you ever heard about the shadow effect? Who has kids here? Have you ever find yourself when your kids were young really upset with your kid, but the reason was not that much for you to be so upset, but you were really angry? You know why? He was mimicking something that you have and you don't like, and you don't assume that you have, because kids mimic our personalities when they're really young. They just go by ourselves. So, yeah, this is the way it is. When you see somebody presenting the characteristics, the doings that you don't like in yourself, you point the finger, and you are the worst Jude ever. But you don't point the finger to yourself. And when you do, it's too harsh. So it doesn't worth it. It doesn't work. Because not being hard, it's not the way that you're going to recover from that kind of behavior. You have to understand, you have to recognize you have it, and by recognizing, you have to start replacing that behavior with the opposite. Every time you face yourself in that situation, whoa, red flag. How can I do that better? What is the opposite of what I'm showing right now? Let me try. We are creatures of habit. coaching that is not new anymore, but tells us that emotions create motion. Continuous motion creates a habit, and continuous habit create a belief. Maybe that's why we believe so many things that are not very helpful for our growth, because we didn't even know what the habits create for us, because we start mimicking or we start doing without thinking. So it's time to create better habits. How you create better habits? Doing that every day. Putting the flags every day in your brain and replacing old attitudes, old doings by new ones, better and more positive. Every day. After some time, you will see that your brain instantly focus for the good. And the old habit is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And then, when you have a lot of time with the same habit, you will have a new belief. Takes time, but it's possible. One more thing. Don't believe in what I'm saying. Like Sister Simone just said, go and research yourself. Maybe I'm saying nonsense here. Go and research yourself. And more than that, go research and do. Because without doing, you will never know if it works or not. Once again, every time you want to create a new belief right off the bat, before you even awake, you know that time that you just like wake up and no thoughts are forming in your brain? Say, today, only today, I'm going to be better than tomorrow. Say that 30 days and see the 31st day, your brain start repeating without you thinking because you create a habit. It triggers automatically. And believe it or not, that kind of thought creates a great feeling to your body, right? And great feelings are full of positive energy. And we are made of atoms, so we are polarizing our full body early in the morning with positive energy. That can last, I don't know, up to noon.